Yeah. Ow! Yeah. Y'all think too small, I got big dreams.
Sam Hart was born on August 23, 2002, in Prior Lake, Minnesota, an ex-urban city 20 miles southwest of Minneapolis, with an approximate population of 28,133. His hometown is listed as Aurora, a home rule municipality located in Arapahoe, Adams, and Douglas counties, Colorado. The city's population is approximately 386,261 and is the third most populous city in the state of Colorado. Sam Hart attended Cherokee Trail High School in Aurora, Colorado, the class of 2021. Son of Pat and Nancy Hart, he also has two brothers, Nick and Alex. Sam Hart's father played college football for the University of Minnesota from 1984 to 1988 as a defensive lineman and later as a center. He was the 1988 recipient of the Paul Guile Award, given to the student athlete who displays unselfishness and most concern about the University of Minnesota. Sam's brother Nick played tight end at Minnesota, while his other brother Alex played linebacker at the University of New Mexico. Alex Hart was the third player in the program's history to be a three-time captain.
It's a tremendous honor if you sit back and think about, your teammates are voting for you to be their leader and one of their top guys. You got to be the best teammate, you got to be the best leader, you got to, represent this team as best as you can on and off the field.
Sam's mother, whose maiden name is Swanham, was a swimmer for the University of Minnesota and was a 1989 Big Ten champion for the 100 backstroke competition. She became the Gophers' top 100-yard backstroker during her junior year. Overall, Sam's mother had 15 first-place wins in individual and relay events. She topped the NCAA national and U.S. Olympic trials qualifying standards. Sam Hart was the number 3 ranked player in the state of Colorado as a high school senior per On3 industry ranking, 24/7 Sports, and ESPN, the number 4 per Rivals.com. Part of a team that was ranked number 9 in his junior season and advanced to the second round of the playoffs. At Cherokee Trail, he caught 51 passes for 795 yards and 7 touchdowns during his last 2 seasons. In 2019, his junior season, he hauled in 31 receptions for 562 yards and 7 touchdowns. In 2020, his senior season, a campaign that included only 5 games played, Sam Hart caught 20 passes for 233 yards. He was a second-team All-State in 2019 as a junior. As a two-way player, he also lined up at defensive end. An outstanding wrestler, he made the state wrestling finals as a sophomore in 2019 and finished in second place. A Class 5A state champion at 220 pounds as a junior in 2020 with a 36-0 record. His overall record for 2 years of wrestling was 77-7. Sam Hart didn't wrestle as a senior because he enrolled early at Ohio State. He received the Cherokee Trail High School Academic Letter Award for academic year 2019 through 2020, in which a student must maintain a 3.7 weighted or unweighted cumulative GPA after 6 semesters. Colorado was the first to offer Sam Hart a scholarship in February of 2019. He attended a junior day in Boulder in the winter and returned to attend the Buffalo spring game. Sam Hart's other offers in the order received included Colorado State, Arkansas, Utah, Ohio State, LSU, Virginia Tech, Penn State, University of Iowa, University of Texas, USC, Northwestern, Notre Dame, the University of Washington, University of Missouri, Nebraska, Georgia Tech, University of Minnesota, West Virginia, Oregon, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, and Michigan, among others.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Bermanology on Letterman Row. It is a commitment edition of Bermanology, and it is a 2021 commitment from a tight end from Aurora, Colorado, who I don't know if Ohio State fans know much about you, Sam, but I want to introduce Sam Hart to Letterman Row readers. We did talk to you a little bit after your visit a month ago. First and foremost, congratulations on the decision. Why now? Why now?
I don't know. It's just, it feels right. So I didn't know why I would wait. So just yeah.
What is it about Ohio State? You've been there twice.
Uh-huh.
What was it about those visits that kind of pushed them over the edge? I know when we talked after your visit for the Penn State game, you did say that they, you thought they were at the top of your list. But what happened in the last month or so to push it beyond, just the leader and into this new mode in the decision?
Yeah, I was thinking about it for a little bit, and the coaches, they really talked to me. They really stood out. They're awesome, great in this process. And then I didn't really hear much from any other coaches like they did at Ohio State, and so I thought it was right, and that gut feeling, and it felt like home.
Isn't that one of the weird things about the recruiting process? I mean, you're obviously somewhat new to this. I mean, you're a 2021 prospect, so teams have really been only able to talk to you as much as they wanted since September 1st.
Yeah.
But your 247 sports profile, which has you ranked as the country's 15th ranked tight end and the number 4 player in Colorado, you have 22 offers listed, including Michigan, Notre Dame, Oregon, Penn State, a lot of big-time schools. Mm-hmm. Is it easy to tell quickly which schools mean it and which ones don't in that situation?
Yeah, because usually the schools, they'll talk to you or have you call them, and they'll offer you and all that. And then you can tell if they keep contacting you, then they have a little more interest. But a lot of the schools will offer you, and then you won't really hear from them much after.
Now, with Ohio State, it's been primarily Tony Alford, some Kevin Wilson, who've been recruiting you. Those two handle Colorado. Kevin Wilson handles the tight ends. What is the role that they see you filling in Ohio State's offense? And I know that you're walking into a room potentially as still with a year to go, that could have some pretty wide open spaces for a young guy to come in and make an impact.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said that they're going to have a pretty open room, a lot of spaces to fill, and I think I'd be a great fit to fill one of the spots. And I could probably get to play early if I work, and I'll have some great opportunities.
Is that part, for you? I'm sure they've told you that they're looking probably at 2 tight ends in your class. That doesn't bother you at all? I know that other schools probably will throw that out there and say, hey, do you want to be the guy or a guy? But how do you handle that sort of discussion from other schools when they inevitably come calling?
Yeah, no, I like how it's going to be a room full of younger dudes, so I think it'll be a little easier to compete, and we'll be with each other a few more years, and we'll have better relationships, and I like it.
Right now, it's very shortly after Ohio State's pretty heartbreaking loss to Clemson in the college football playoff. When you watch that and you watch the offense, how do you see yourself fitting in? What kind of role? Or is it more what Jeremy Ruckert does, more spread out, lined up in some kind of an H-back situation? Is it more of Luke Farrell, the traditional tight end? How do you see yourself developing down the road? You're right now, 6'5", 225 or so?
Yeah, I see myself, right now in my offense, I do a lot of both. So I can see myself being a mix of both and being able to put anywhere on the field and do what I have to. And
how is the way that Ryan Day's used the offense, used the tight end in the offense? How did that catch your eye? What is that part of the process for you? Or I know with Ruckert, when he came into Ohio State, he was obviously the country's number 1 ranked tight end. And he made the decision because he wanted to learn how to block and he wanted to learn how to be a complete tight end so that he could make himself better for the NFL. Is that part of what you're looking at? And is this an opportunity? Because
sure.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I know they don't pass it to the tight ends a ton, but I know I need to work on my blocking too, and I think that'll really help me.
They don't pass it to the tight end a lot, but they still end up in the NFL. Jeff Hireman, Nick Van Ette, all these guys. Ruckert is going to be there. Farrell will be there. But you are turning down schools that traditionally throw the ball a lot more to the tight end. How hard is that in this process when teams are telling you, oh, don't go there, you're going to be, just a glorified lineman? I mean, isn't that a piece of the development that you're looking for?
Yeah, I know they say that, and I watch the tight ends in the games, and I see how they use them, and I feel like it's like just watching them and seeing how you fit, not listening to what other coaches say.
Hart up ahead, inside the 50. Hart at the 30, 20, foot race.
Don't look now, but Colorado is becoming a tight end factory.
Touchdown!
4 tight ends are among the top 10 players in the state and top 60 in the country. Cherokee Trail's Sam Hart didn't face the duo from Heritage, but he does remember the Cherry Creek star Gunnar Helm, and vice versa.
I remember I saw him, I was like, oh, he's a dog, he's a good player. And
I just remember thinking like, damn, this kid's going to Ohio State, like he's big time, and it really kind of helped me push myself, and he's a dog, he helps me compete, and he helps me get after it.
Why is there such a huge crop of talented tight ends in this small little pocket here? I mean, what's in the water?
I don't know. I guess it's just luck. It's Colorado's time.
I think that Colorado high school football was, kind of overlooked up until this season, and that it's really started bringing out coaches and good talent out here to Colorado. So we're finally trying to get some respect we deserve.
The respect is coming in form of offers. Dozens of Power 5 schools lining up for the chance to have one of these 4 on their rosters.
I've got all the offers that I've wanted. I feel like I'm just trying to figure out where I fit the best.
There's a lot of schools on there that I really want to go to.
I got an offer from all 3 of my dream schools, so they're all in my top 5.
But Hart is already spoken for. He's committed to OHIO.
like their football is just top of the line. They got great academics. I got along super good with their coaching staff, and it's just a whole different atmosphere. It's unbelievable.
But for now, he just wants what we all want, a bit of normalcy.
Right now, I'm just hoping for a regular football season.
Here's to hoping. Ariel Orsuto, 9 News.
Yeah, Coach Wilson's calling. Hold on.
Next up, Stephen Means with Cleveland.com.
Hey, Ryan, depending on some decisions by some of your players, you might have a depleted tight end room. Were the discussions with Sam Hart understanding that fact, and does he need to come in kind of ready to go from the get-go if that happens?
Yeah. We want everybody to have that same mentality, but like you said, we feel good about the tight end room's depth. We feel like some of these young guys have really grown and gotten better, and Kevin's done a really good job of developing that room. So you're certainly going to miss Luke, and Ruck's got to make a decision. But yeah, Sam's going to come in and make an impact early on. But again, I think that room's done a really good job. You think about Jake Hausman's done a really good job day in and day out and providing depth there and giving us really good plays this season. It's been a room of strength, and I think some of these tight ends have seen what our plan is for that position moving forward. So I think some guys are really excited about that. And Sam decided he was going to jump on pretty early in this process as well, and really excited about him. Another great fit, great family. Looking forward to getting to work with him.
Sam Hart joined 15 of his 2021 recruiting class in enrolling for classes at Ohio State in January 2021, taking part in spring drills.
Overall prospect heading to Ohio State for the second straight year. It's the first time in the ESPN 300 era the number one player has gone to the same school in consecutive classes. Ohio State head coach Ryan Day joins us now, although likely needs very little introduction given the season you had. Coach, first of all, congratulations. And I know you're already back at work. For the second straight year, the top recruit headed to Columbus. What has that meant, and does it continue to mean for your program to have this success in recruiting?
Yeah, it's been a strange year for us, the way that things have gone down, but it's an exciting year. We have a lot of guys who we're very, very excited about in this class. It's not just about the fit, on the field, but it's also off the field and making sure that all these guys fit culturally. And this is a special group. We started off early on with Jack Sawyer on defense and Kyle McCord on offense, and then it just built from there. And we're very, very excited about our future here.
And both of those players, Coach, if I understand correctly, are among the 15 out of 21 who are already on campus and will have the opportunity to participate in what you do this spring. What type of advantage is it to go ahead and get those guys on campus?
Yeah, it's been huge. The guys started working out. It just gives them a head start. They get 7 weeks before spring ball starts to get going physically and with their strength and power and just get acclimated with our strength and conditioning program, and then allows them 15 practices in the spring as they get ready. Everything's new when you first show up, and going through the spring as they head into the fall, nothing's new anymore. Now they've gone through and they've been here for 6 months, and they can put themselves in a better position to get on the field in the fall.
Every year, Ohio State welcomes new football players to the program, but they're not Buckeyes yet. In 2012, Urban Meyer first put black stripes on the helmets of his freshman class, and only after those newcomers had proven that they were willing to put in the work to be a part of the program were the black stripes removed, revealing the scarlet helmet stripe below and signaling to the world that they were officially a Buckeye. To this day, freshmen and walk-ons must earn the right to have their black stripes removed. On November 11, 2021, Sam Hart had his black stripe removed.
Hey, this guy has gotten better each and every day. He does everything we ask him to do, never complains, and is excited to be a Buckeye. Colorado State Wrestling Champion and newest member of the Brotherhood, Sam Hart!
I just want to thank y'all for welcoming me into the Brotherhood. I want to thank defense, tight end, every day pushing me. Go Bucks!
Sam?
You get better. I know Pate Stover was named the captain. Can you maybe talk about Pate a little bit, because playing linebacker in the Rose Bowl and now being named the captain as a tight end, that's pretty remarkable. How do you view his leadership?
Yeah, really, it's our whole tight end room. We're really all so close. We're all good friends off the field too, and we can all relate to each other, and we're good at motivating each other, and we're all good on the field. And it's been a really fun group to be a part of, and very thankful.
Sam, how have you grown so far in your first year at Ohio
State? I'm really starting to learn how to play fast and get up to that tempo, the college level, and I'm still trying to build on that and keep going. And yeah, it's good having all my Cade and Mitch and Joe, G, and the rest of the tight ends. They really helped me keep stacking up the days and getting better each day.
You mentioned that being third or fourth on the depth chart. Is it hard to stay patient when you are waiting your turn?
No, because I know my turn will come, and I got great dudes in front of me, and they're always super supportive and helpful, and it's really cool to be able to watch them in front of me and kind of learn from them and follow in their footsteps.
What is it about Ohio State that still brings people who, you yourself, you've got a couple guys ahead of you, it's going to be a little bit before you see the field. Why still come here if you know that's the case?
Because I love Ohio State, and I love the team, I love the coaches, great university, really just everything about it. There's no point why I would leave. It's even if I don't play right away, that's all right. I'll play eventually, and I'll have a great time, and love it here.
You mentioned the offense and kind of your perspective on it. What have you seen that's maybe different than a year ago? I mean, obviously this was a really talented offense a year ago. Why is it still at that level, if not beyond?
We're really bonding together well with each other. We're all like, everyone is close with each other. We're all super like good friends, and I think that just that connection piece is really going to put us above last season. Just being able to relate to each other, and yeah.
How much does that play on the field? I mean, people just think, you have talent, you go out there, you do it. But that kind of behind the scenes stuff, how big is that in reality?
I think it's super bad. I think that's one of the most important things, is being able to understand your teammates off the field, and being able, because then you'll relate to them on the field and think you'll play better, and yeah.
Does that make it easier for a guy like you now in another year in the program, and kind of, you've been through everything before, but you also know all the guys?
Yeah, it's super helpful, and everyone has been so nice and so helpful. It's really cool to be a part of it.
What does Jeremy's loss make this room into? Does it, how much has that affected not having him in the locker room?
I mean, yeah, we lost Jeremy, but I think Cade and Mitch, like the older guys, they've really stepped up. And I mean, Cade being a captain, it shows for itself. It's been really helpful. Like, even Jeremy was a good leader too, but Cade and Mitch, even Joe and G, they're just as good leaders. Yeah, it's been really helpful.
Of course, Jeremy was drafted in the offseason to the New York Jets. And a lot of times we see the quarterbacks get the attention, the wide receivers, the offense, defensive line. What incentive does it give you guys to know that NFL scouts are looking at Ohio State specifically, but the tight end room as well?
It's just because Ohio State is producing tight ends. Coach Wilson always talks about a stat, like every tight end that has finished his career here since like 1996 or something has went to the NFL and played. And so it's not like we're not getting attention, but yeah.
How have you changed in the last year?
I think my biggest thing is I've grown, like learning how to play fast. I kind of struggled mentally, I was thinking too much, and that would make me hesitate and be slow, but I'm finally starting to figure out and being able to play fast. And
how big is the mental side, especially being at a school as huge as Ohio State?
You got high expectations, and you know that when you come in, and you gotta live up to that, and sometimes it can kind of stress you out, but eventually it'll come, and like I did, I'm figuring it out, and it's been really good.
Are you bigger physically?
I've definitely gained more muscle. I'm about the same weight, but yeah, getting stronger for sure.
And how important is that? We've heard like G talk about moving from wide receiver he had for the blocking parts, but you were obviously a tight end last year. So how much from year one to year two does that make a difference, even though you were already in the position?
I think it helps. I still want to gain a little bit more weight. Still don't think I'm quite to where I want to be, but it definitely helps. You definitely feel like when you're out on the field, like getting stronger, like being able to move the lineman or D-lineman and play faster and harder. Yeah.
Sam Hart didn't appear in any games with the Buckeyes in 2021 and redshirted. He played in 5 games in 2022 and earned his first varsity O letter. He saw action against Toledo, Wisconsin, Rutgers, Indiana, and in the college football playoffs versus Georgia. In 2023, he didn't appear in any games.
Stroud, who after his 5-touchdown pass game, the 7th of his career, by the way, in 16 career starts. Think about that. Almost half his starts. He throw 5 touchdown passes. It's a good batting average. McCord is a sophomore from Jersey. Considered a very high-quality backup today. Has a lot of trust in this guy.
Kyle McCord and Devin Brown both, who's a true freshman behind him. Their quarterback room is stacked, especially by today's standards.
This is the young freshman Dallin Hayden, who in mop-up duty against Toledo had a 100-yard game last week.
Watched him in high school quite a bit out of Memphis. Christian brothers, really talented back. Can catch the ball to the backfield. Not as big as Mayan Williams or Trevion Henderson, but boy, he is slick. He can get through those creases and get downhill with that speed, and he can outrun a lot of people. To State College. And then, of course, Michigan at the end of the year.
Well, Hayden gets another opportunity and almost broke it. Almost slipped through completely. Instead, he takes it to the 45-yard line.
Sam Hart is a two-time Ohio State University scholar athlete and an academic All-Big Ten Conference honoree who majored in marketing while at Ohio State University. In 2021 and 2023, he was an Ohio State University scholar athlete. In 2022, he was an Ohio State University scholar athlete, academic All-Big Ten Conference.
People from all over the Columbus area gathered at lower.com field today to take the polar plunge. 100% of those proceeds go to Special Olympics athletes here in Ohio. NBC4's Delaney Ruth was there to witness all the action.
The people here are willingly jumping into freezing cold water. And why? Well, it's for Special Olympics Ohio. They are raising hundreds of thousands of dollars here today.
It's really cold, but it's always awesome. This is my 4th time jumping. I love this cause. We love giving back to the community.
And for those of us who have never taken the plunge, how exactly does it feel?
Instant pain, pure numbness, then exhilaration from all the endorphin rush.
But it's all for a good cause. Participants raised $216,000 for Special Olympics Ohio. To be able to jump in, individuals or teams have to raise at least $75. Christine Hoyer is the Chief Development Officer with Special Olympics Ohio.
It is a crowdfunding fundraiser that allows individual participants to come out and do their own fundraising, but then when they show up, they get to actually jump into a pool that's just behind me, and it's all to support all of the programming that Special Olympics Ohio does.
This year, there were around 500 participants. Hoyer says so many people love to support their cause and participate in the fun and freezing event.
And when I first joined the organization, I said, who wants to jump into a body of water that's freezing during the winter months? And I'll tell you, it's been quite a surprise to see the number of people that like this event and like to support our athletes.
After jumping in the water, people could go over to warming tents to get changed and raise their body temperature back up. But for some, the best remedy for the cold?
Run up to the bar and get me a drink.
This was the first time the Polar Plunge was held at lower.com field, and organizers told me they couldn't have asked for a better day or a better turnout. Local for you in Columbus, Delaney Ruth, NBC4.
He transferred to Colorado with 2 years of playing eligibility remaining.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road,